Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dirt Grain Steel. So today is my first day back in the excavator since harvest came to a close. So we're actually stacking brush today and burning it on the ditch project that we were working on before we started harvest. We actually got a good day today and thought we'd come burn all the piles. We had, there's 5 piles, and they are burning like crazy today. So conditions must just be perfect for fire, because they are just raging. I don't remember if you may remember, I should say, may remember this pile was massive from my last video working on here, and it was to the point where I couldn't reach to the top of it anymore to stack it any higher, and I was actually crawling up on logs and stuff to get stuff higher in it. Well, we lit it this morning at about 8:30. We lit it, and within 15 minutes it was to the point where I could stack whatever I wanted on it. I mean, it burnt like crazy. I swear sometimes that if you leave trees stacked up long enough, the leaves and stuff start to decompose, and I think they actually create methane gas within the pile, and that really helps with the burning process, because we lit them with a little diesel fuel and some corn cobs that I brought from the shop. Threw some diesel fuel on a couple corn cobs, lit them, threw them in there, threw diesel fuel on them, and they were raging in no time. So kind of interesting how that works. Trying to get some of these bigger logs up in there. That fire is hot and it feels good. It's a different kind of heat. It kind of goes right through your body, and it's kind of therapeutic in a way, I think. But I figured I'd make a small video today because not much exciting is going on. I just finished cutting a few trees that were left. There's only a handful of them, and we went to lunch and come back, and I thought, you know what, I better make some sort of video today just to stay in the loop of things. So I want to get this stuff burnt, get this project finished up so we can move on to some other ones. I've got the pond to go back to that I dug with long reach earlier in the fall. Got to get that reshaped and do some other excavating work that they want done on the property. And I'm waiting on my new ditch bucket to come. It's supposed to be here the 9th. So hopefully it shows up so I can have it for that job, because it'll be nice to use to shape that pond banks and then scrape around their building. So it'd be nice to have that. I should adjust the camera a little bit so everybody can see what's going on up there. Oh, there we go, that's better. We did come to this project a couple times during harvest, and did a few things on a couple days that it was wet in the morning and we couldn't cut any beans, so we'd work here for a little bit. And like this project, like I said before, it wasn't pressing to get it done because my buddy's actually gonna dig it with his drag line, the ditch, and he's still digging on a sand trap on the river. So until he's done there, he's not coming here. So we actually we're pretty much on schedule with this project anyways. But since conditions were right today, we figured we'd get it burning, get rid of all the piles. By tomorrow there really won't be anything left to burn. And one of the landowners came this afternoon after we got back from lunch and said he wants me to do one of his ditches that run through his farm that are actually connected to this ditch. So we're going to go ahead and do that while we're here. It's a short section. With the feller buncher, it won't take me very long to debrush it and get it stacked and burnt. So we're going to do that before we leave. If anybody's looking for any last minute Christmas gift for me, I would really like to have a set of rotating grapples for an excavator with a bar saw on them, so that I can cut some of this up as I put it in a pile. And it'd be nice to be able to rotate it so I can grab things in different directions if they're laying in different directions. So need to get me a sponsorship with some company that makes them. Should bring the pull arms for the 720 and lay them in this fire for a while. Get them good and hot, maybe they'll slide apart. I still got to do those. I worked on them for a little bit Sunday and wasn't feeling the best, so I just said the hell with it and I'll get to them. But I need to get those done so I can get that finished up. Dad's strength got a little wild piling this stuff. Got it kind of piled kind of tight, so I got to sort back through it and get it to where I can grab it easily. Usually we like to stack it as we bring it to the pile, but the problem was this pile was getting so big we were running out of height. We couldn't stack it any higher, and the pile was getting too long, so we just had to keep dumping it close to the pile and stack it like we are now later. How did that one get turned crossways in there? I'll get her up in there. There we go. Come on, get up there. Ideally, you want your logs all to lay the same direction, but it's kind of tough sometimes with these treetops. Ah, they'll burn. They'll burn. We'll get some little stuff around. It was so hot and dry when we originally cut all these trees off the ditch that we were worried about burning as we stacked them, because everything was so dry out here we were afraid of fire. So that's why we waited till now to burn them. They would have probably burnt when we cut them down originally, but just didn't want a forest fire on our hands because all that dry grass out there, because that was fairly dry when it was still warm out. We had a really dry summer, that's for sure. Tracks need tightened up a little, that's why we're rocking. There we go, get that little stuff in there. There's a lot of material here to stack, really. And I still got some monster logs to get up on there, I forgot. They're over there. They're the ones that I had to roll all the way down here. I gotta get them up in there yet. Concentrate on this little pile here first. Hopefully Dad's strength went to get the loader so he can rake some of this up. If he can get around over here, it's pretty soft. Might have to bring the Bobcat to rake a lot of this up. There we go. Get us a big mouthful. Wanting to get all this work done, plus we bid a couple other large projects. Want to get them all done and get this excavator back to the shop and do some maintenance on it. Got a few things I'd like to get fixed before next summer. But we'll see what happens. Can't get her all done. Well, I mean, can't get it done when you're constantly using it. It's a problem. We like to keep our work done, and the 200 seems to be like the number one machine we have that gets worked the most. So it's kind of hard to take it out of production to get it to work on it. It's just minor things that I want to fix on it. So anyways, just figured I'd make a short video today and give you all something to watch. I know it probably wasn't very exciting, but first day back in the excavator for me, or back in the heavy equipment anyways. So, since harvest. So from here on out, it'll be mostly excavating videos, shop work, stuff like that. We'll continue on the John Deere 2 cylinders. We're going to continue on them, but the daily activities will be land clearing, ditch work, and whatever else we find to do. So, anyways, if you like this episode of Dirt Green Steel, give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.